Africa is a very interesting continent because in every country in Africa today, payment is very advanced, but there's no interoperability of payment in Africa. So Flutterwave solves that problem. We help a consumer in Nigeria pay for anything anywhere in the world through our platform. We help companies like Uber come to Africa and get paid by their customers anywhere in Africa. So we provide that one single API that makes payments simple across the entire continent.
They told you the future was already written somewhere else, designed somewhere else, owned by someone else. They told you innovation lives behind glass towers, far from dust roads, power cuts, and crowded markets. But what if that story was incomplete? What if the most important innovations of our time aren't being built where life is easy, but where survival demands invention? What if Africa isn't catching up to the future, but quietly designing it? This is not innovation born from luxury, not from abundance, not from comfort. This is innovation born from broken systems, from absence, from exclusion, from urgency. When systems fail, Africans do not wait. They build. When banks were out of reach for millions, M-Pesa, pioneered by Safaricom under CEO Michael Joseph and developed with Vodafone's Nick Hughes and Susie Loney, turned a simple mobile phone into a national financial system. No marble halls, no paperwork, just access. Today, it processes 20 billion transactions annually, channeling 59% of Kenya's GDP and lifting 194,000 households out of poverty by enabling seamless transfers and financial inclusion. When African businesses were locked out of global payments, Flutterwave, founded by Nigerians Iyinoluwa Aboyeji, Olugbenga Agbula, and Adeleke Adekoya, connected Africa to the world on Africa's terms. This wasn't copying Silicon Valley. This was rewriting the rules. With operations in over 34 countries, Flutterwave has handled 200 million transactions worth $16 billion, empowering 1 million businesses to scale globally. When everyday Nigerians needed fast, reliable transfers and wallets without traditional banks, OPay, led by founder Yahui Joe, but deeply embedded in Nigeria's ecosystem, flooded streets with agents and turned phones into full financial lifelines. Billions in transactions, millions unbanked now included, no branches required, just urgency meeting opportunity. Serving 50 million users, OPay processes $12 billion monthly and has created 400,000 jobs, transforming daily commerce. When small businesses struggled to collect payments reliably in a cash-heavy world, Moniepoint, founded by Nigerians Tosin Enyolaranda and Felix Ike, built the POS empire, empowering merchants with instant settlements, business tools, and dignity in every transaction. From agency routes to Africa's fastest-growing fintech, handling 80% of Nigeria's in-person payments and processing 412 trillion naira in 2025. This is local genius scaling impact, disbursing 1 trillion naira in credit to boost business growth by 36% on average. For decades, Africa was described as a consumer of technology, a market, a testing ground, a place to sell to. That idea did not come from facts. It came from absence of attention. Because innovation does not wait for permission. It responds to pressure. When hospitals were hours away and roads disappeared in rain, Zipline, founded by Americans Keller Rinaldo Clifton, Keenan Weirebeck, and William Hetzler, but revolutionizing African healthcare, took medicine into the sky. No speeches, no excuses, just blood, vaccines, and seconds saved. For some patients, this difference was life. With 1.8 million deliveries across 5,000 facilities, Zipline has cut maternal deaths by 56%, reduced stockouts by 60%, and boosted immunization rates by up to 37%. When national grids collapse, Africans don't stop living. They decentralize power, they build solar, they light homes one rooftop at a time. This is not adaptation. This is leadership under pressure. Take M-KOPA, founded by Nick Hughes, the same innovator behind M-Pesa, which has unlocked $2 billion in credit for 7 million customers, enabling solar-powered devices and smartphones that improve quality of life for 86% of users and generate income for 70%. When farmers were cut off from markets, technology met them where they already were, not with complicated apps. In Africa, innovation listens before it speaks. Twiga Foods, co-founded by Kenyan Peter Njonjo and Grant Brook, connects 140,000 retailers, 25% of Kenya's market, slashing food waste from 30% to 4% and boosting vendor incomes through efficient supply chains. Imagine innovating without stable electricity, without guaranteed internet, without safety nets. If innovation can grow here, what does that say about Africa's future? What began as local solutions are now influencing global thinking. Africa is no longer just receiving ideas. Africa is exporting them, quietly, relentlessly. And this is only the beginning. Because across this continent, from fintech to health, from energy to education and agritech, thousands of innovators are rewriting the future. In the next chapter, we shall explore Africa's greatness deeper. Africa's innovation story was never missing. It was underreported. And now, it will no longer be ignored. If this story inspired you, you as a listener should think and take bold steps in making Africa great and making the whole world habitable for us all. Click on the subscribe button of Africa, the World's Stronghold, for more deep dives into Africa's untold innovations and greatness. What African breakthrough should we cover next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's build this community together.